Hello, everybody. Boston Tea Party here. Well, happy Halloween. Hello, everybody. Boston Tea. So, I've decided I'm gonna do this property again. You know, because why not? It's part of a Halloween special, I guess. So, I already done it, but I could always use the money too for the other build I'm doing, which is my Christmas one. So, without further ado, sit back and relax and enjoy the show. I'm sure there'll be plenty of fireworks with this, so we got nothing to worry about. Right. So obviously I'll start cleaning out here. And I got like probably 20% battery life in my controller, so I can't promise I can do this whole property. But I'll do as much of it as I can. Yeah, I'm not passing out candy or nothing. I mean, hell, I got candy, but I'm not passing it out. So, right now, technically, I'm just bored. So, enough said. That's why I'm streaming. So, let's take this bit by bit and go from there. And if this is the final house in the Scooby-Doo update, so if you don't like spoilers, then you might you might want to get off the channel. However, you don't care. By all means, welcome. Enjoy. Alright, we're gonna just work our way inward. Normally I clean all these places up first and then I start doing what I do, but that is so not what I wanted to do. That's that's irrelevant. There we are. Okay, these things. Uh-oh. Come on now. Ah! It starts. So, I most likely won't do this house in no particular order either. So, you know, it's funny. I click on the bottom window and it gave me the top. It did it the last time too. Like, yeah. There we are. And then last thing we need is just a come in sign. Oh, don't mind if I do. Haha. Beautiful. Now, let's mow the lawn real quick. Huh. I'm actually gonna just do the downstairs of this real quick. The whole entire downstairs. Some of you may know this if you're prone to cheating. Like, I'm not a complete cheater, don't get me wrong. But once I get inside, I'm gonna do the first little bit of the inside. Then you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. But first we gotta get rid of the grass. We gotta make it HOA approvable. There we go. Now, let me grab this. Actually, I don't have to. There's one inside. Right. Never mind. Unless I get stupid and delete it. But it happens, it happens. I mean, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Oh, my. Alright. Before I get foolish and delete that. What? Alright. You know something? There we go. Alright, that light stays. Or as I like to refer to it as the booby light. Alright. Grab you. You go bye-bye. Obviously buy all that, but it also... Oh, don't you even... Challenge. Let's see how long it takes before this game gets under my skin. Right. Beautiful. Nope. Still need that wallpaper. 2 of these. Beautiful. Arrows. Gotta love that old neon buzzing sound. And the curtains. I don't really care how this looks, just as long as the main majority of it gets done. Alright. More garbage. Boop. And boop. Oh, yeah. So, now before I go upstairs and do anything, you're going to see how I'm going to cheat this and get in here. Some of you may already know the trick, but... And it's not smashing through a wall either. And some of you might not know the trick, and then you're going to be saying to yourself, why the hell didn't I think of that? It's all good. So, I'll write that. Okay, that's that.
Yan, hello Boston waving hand.
Hello Pam, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I was judging between this and Firefighter Simulator. Not Firefighter Simulator, Police Simulator, but I decided to do this since this is more connected with Halloween. So, yeah. And once I get, hopefully, I got like 25%, something like that, on my controller before I have to charge it, so.
This one is quite hard.
It is. I'm not going to lie. It is. But the only trouble I really had with it was finding the codes, and that you know you had to place the tracks down in the tunnel. That I had a problem with. Oh shit. What the hell? What? Huh? I just fell down in the tunnel.
Definitely.
Speaking of the tunnel. Okay. Frozen District.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
You know what? Frig it, I'm already down here. I might as well do the stupid track. Let me clean up down here real quick and, yeah. That was not planned for right now, but I'm already down here, so... Alright, let the mental anguish begin. Alright, tracks. Yeah, I know about the light game. I actually had to use those lights the first time around because... That's why. Even though the thing doesn't work, I really shouldn't have to care, but... Both part of being OCD and a perfectionist, you gotta... That looks like a track straight out of Donkey Kong now, because it's not aligned. Screw it. That's close enough. Wow, so whatever main patience I got left to maintain. I am a little pissed though, because I was No, they're... I mean, in a way, I'm kind of just rushing this one, because I already know most of it, so... But I am kind of pissed, because they didn't give the mystery of who the ghost was. I was actually expecting a reveal at the end. But, oh well, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie though, I did have fun with this update, so I can't say it was a total waste. Alright, let's put this cart down. Actually, whoops, hold on. Before I put the cart down. Let's see here. What is with this game? Maybe it's just me. Screw it, who cares? Kind of annoyed I fell down in the tunnel, but it's like, oh, you're cleaning upstairs? Ah, no. You're going downstairs. Is that what you think?
I like linking the armored things up to electric low.
Yeah, I didn't do that the first time around. I did click on them. Like, I didn't... Like, to step on tiles to activate the doors. I didn't do any of that. I just wanted the house to see how much it was going to cost. Holy crap. That's all I gotta say. 1.8 million. So, as far as the Christmas build goes, that's about 10% done. I got time to complete that, obviously. I'll be working on that all through November, so...
Yep.
I'll probably unveil that either December 23rd or 24th, so... More than enough time for that. Let's just say it'll turn Mariah Carey on and all she will want is me. One here. Put one all the way down at the end down here. We'll hang up the bats or spiders, whatever.
Rolling
Ooh,
on the floor laughing.
So spooky. I swear I'm the only one in my family that's not afraid of spiders. Spiders, snakes, or bats. I don't know. I just got balls. That's all I can say. Let's see. I need 2 more. Right. Beautiful. Now I can put down that flipping annoying cart thing. What? What do you mean, though? That's a load of bullshit. Okay, come down here. Problem is, now... There we go. Beautiful. Now we'll get rid of you. Damn. I'll have to admit, though, at least I'm not coughing as much as I was the other day. What the hell? Hey, this game's acting weird. Get the smoke machines. Please tell me they're laced with THC. Get one of those good old Snoop Dogg smoke machines. Right. Now. Simple enough. And then there should be a key somewhere in here, if I recall. Or at least I thought there was. Huh. Oh well. We'll come back. That's all I can do.
I just purchased 2 buildings for the price of 1 lol.
Nice. Sounds like a good deal. Alright. I really hope I don't have to restart the game. I didn't stop to think when I fell down in the tunnel. I could very possibly actually be stuck down here. Because I know some of the other doors are number coded and keys and that nonsense. If that's the case, I'm gonna be pissed. There we are. Ew, really? Let's see here. This is... if I remember right, this is going to be a bathroom. I'll hold off on selling that for now. Oh. Clean the windows. That's beautiful.
No surgery.
Well, that's good. Oh, yeah, right. That's like the morgue, which makes sense considering where you gotta go out. You could consider those like a vault or something, so...
Oh Mal.
Let's get the slab. Put you right here. Let's see. I want to put you... Actually, oops, hold on a minute. That kind of works. All right. Keep you right here. That's no longer needed. Door. Now that we have these doors in this game, I actually might build a jail. It kind of gives you that vibe. So, stick one of these under here for the blood to drain. And put one over there. Curtain. As if you really need to hide what you're doing. If this place is a morgue, then shit, they're obviously gonna know. Let's see here. Give me the damn light. God.
I did this twice because I like to get 3 stars low.
Yeah, I do repeat them sometimes. If I only go as far as 1 or 2 stars, but I really want to buy the property, I will only go as far mostly as 2 stars. But eventually I try and get up to 3 stars. Oops, I didn't mean to do it like that. Ah, a switch. Wow, which way is that open? This way. Beautiful. Alright, need a magnifying glass. We'll put a butcher knife here. I remember in the original House Flipper, I used to put those creepy bunnies, stuffed bunnies, with a butcher knife right next to it. My mother thought I was weird. Oh well, it didn't faze me. Say and think what you will.
Yep.
Alright, 2 more of these, so... There we are.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
I definitely would do it again. If they added a creepy stuffed animal in this game, I probably would put that butcher knife right next to it. That's just how I work. Let's see here. Scalpel. There we are. And then 5 skulls. Put a couple here. One right there. Ah. If I had to put a shelf in here, that would be like the dining room. So what the hell am I supposed... Oh. Shit. There we go. Marvelous. Anything else for sale in here? I knew. But certainly a crap ton of cleaning. I could get Martha Stewart to come in here and do this, but even in a video game, I know she'll charge me an arm and a leg just for her time.
This is what I just bought.
Nice. Well, I don't got the money for it right now. I could if I add a bedroom to that pirate ship and fix up the bathroom. But there's no way, with all the work I started doing it so far, I was gonna sell it to friggin' Bilo. No way. That was extremely irritating. Smug bastard, only I could fix something or handle something like this. Really? Says you and about 10,000 other friggin' people who work in that profession. Oh, cock.
I got a building next door to I shared it on my channel.
Nice. Yeah, I'll take a look at them after. I watched a couple of short ones you did. I left thumbs up on them. It's just a lot of times when I get off like PlayStation or whatever I'm doing for the night, and I watch something real quick like that, it's generally around 10 o'clock at night, 10:30, so... Of course, that'd be like 3 in the morning for you or something like that. But anyhow.
Not decorating yet though. Thanks Boston, smiling face with hearts.
Not a problem. Hey. It's still, at least it still shows you that people are watching and caring. Like I said in my previous video, and Flawless said it too, you can't understand people who watch the friggin' videos, but yet don't leave a thumbs up or nothing. I mean, what the hell's the whole point of watching the video? It doesn't, I mean, realistically, it don't make any sense. And it's like you're not whining or acting entitled or nothing. It's just, you just basically want to know why. What's the glamour behind it, you know? Did I? Yeah, that's not gonna do. It's all good. There we go. Beautiful. Turn that off. 4 of these.
True, I've had heaps of views but hardly any likes.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't want to be rude against people or nothing, but with most of them these days, it's like beating a dead horse. You give a simple, that's why I don't stream as much anymore. It's not that I'm acting like a big crybaby, like, oh, boo-hoo, I do all this and I get no likes, blah, 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 blah. It's just, I'm not being paid for what I'm doing on YouTube, so... I mean, I'm not saying you have to subscribe to me. I mean, of course I want people to subscribe to me, but at least leave a like and a comment. At least show that you made it through the video. Or like I always say, I'm not a snowflake. If you have some disagreements of how I did something with a property, let me know. It's that simple.
It helps your channel to grow though.
It does, but... even if people leave comments and a thumbs up, your videos will still get out in the algorithm to those who are entertained by what you do. And of course, there's this hype button thing now, but I don't ask for the hype because I'm old school. Hey, just leave a comment and leave a thumbs up in a comment. Who cares about this whole hype thing? To me, it's more or less a scam. Just I don't know. Yeah, basically, it's a personal opinion. No, it's to each their own. Let's see here. One there. One there. I'm just trying my hardest, like usual, not to run as many lights because, well, we usually know what happens when you run too many lights in this game. It'll get pissed off and crash. So, I'm actually gonna see what happens first. Is my controller actually gonna die first, or is the game gonna get pissed and crash? That's gonna be the fun part. So it's almost like a little challenge. Oh, bullshit, you can't do that. Get on there.
I always like.
Oh, I know you do, Pam. Because I only see one like now. No, that's not taking a stab at my brother either. I know he's busy and got a family to take care of, so I'm not knocking him down or condemning him for it. But I know you leave a like, but my views still outweigh the likes, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it just baffles me. I don't know if people stay for only 8 seconds and then they just leave my video like, oh, this guy's not entertaining, or boo-hoo, he's cussing, so on and so forth. Like, bro, I'm not perfect, and I'm not gonna pretend to be perfect just so your snowflake ass can be comfortable, okay? It's that simple. That's the last thing I'm ever gonna do is pretend to be perfect. Oh, there it is. Didn't I already get that? I mean, whatever.
Don't worry, Boston, we like you, smirking face.
Oh, I know you do. That's why I said I'm not taking no jabs or anything at my brother because, like I said, I understand he has a family to take care of. So if he doesn't watch my videos, I'm not going to just sit there and whine about it. But if he watches them, if he gets the time, cool. I mean, I don't expect him to watch all my videos. I don't expect, like, I mean, like, I don't watch all of his. Like I told him, and I was real with him that WWP ain't my thing. So I may or may not jump in and watch it. So it's perfectly understandable. Everybody's got different interests. All right, where's this goddamn dirt? All right, I don't see no dirt. So you know what? I'm considering this room done. Right. Really? Hang on a minute. Now, if I recall, Uh-huh. Can I get in? Yep. Alright.
Oh no.
But if he's here, cool. If he's watching scary movies tonight for Halloween, still cool. I hope he has fun watching them because I'll probably watch, I don't know, maybe Candyman Farewell to the Flesh after, but I figured I'd stream first. I hope he's having a good Halloween so far himself, so I'm sure he'll probably be back Sunday or sometime next week with a House Flipper stream, so I'll see how he's doing then. I was thinking about messaging him on PlayStation real quick before I started House Flipper about an hour ago.
Happy Halloween, Boston.
Thank you, Pam. Same to you as well. The only problem is I figured he might say no. So I just decided maybe next time. So like I told you, I figured he's probably watching a scary movie, so you know, horror pictures, and I didn't want to get in the middle of that. Oh, I know what room this is. Hang on a minute. So I can easily say, words without fail, that this stream's...
Flawless, where are you?
Well, like I said, I hope he's alright. I'm sure he's fine. I know, if I know my brother, it's one or two scenarios going on right now. He either has this really hot chick on Twitch he's watching, or he's watching someone get their head cut off. Both very valuable options right now for entertainment. Maybe he's watching some killer nudist or something, who knows. I still won't think that'd be the most fantastic way to die, but yeah, well, hey, I don't judge. Because I've actually been across YouTubers who actually acted like entitlements, and those ones I can't stand. They'll act like you owe them everything, and it's like, actuality, you really don't owe them a thing. And it makes you wonder how the hell they even get out of bed in the morning without hurting themselves. Put the eyes here. You think you have a design all figured out, and then this bullshit happens.
Aye.
Goddamn eye, come here. Come here. Alright, we get down here. I may be covering that eye, but who cares? Oh, we're gonna get... Let's see here. Oops, hang on a minute.
You can wire that up too.
Oh, I know. Just doing one piece at a time. Cock. Sucker.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Bitch. Why ain't you opening, you filthy wank? You know what? I don't care. Now you're stuck open. Always something with this game. Did I get everything in here? No, I didn't. What am I missing? 5 of these? Oh, now you tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Yeah. Now I can't get out of there. Or in there. So here's the fun part. Am I gonna be able to oh dear Lord. I could have sworn the key was in here the last time I came around, but I guess not. Well, yeah, it's PlayStation, but
it is.
already.
Small shelf.
Right. Oh shit. Yeah, thanks, Pam. That just like, now I could go back to what I was originally planned to do, which was cheat. And I was going to show you how to get back here for those who actually took their time and went around trying to figure it out. And I'm going to tell you right now, no, without that key, you can't get in here. But I'm going to show you the obvious. No, I want store. Pecker. Obviously, if there's anything I've learned from the alligator bar, or whatever house that was with the garden. Yep, I already know the code. Thank you, Pam. But if you don't want to wait to get all the way around, oh, you're going to make a liar out of me, are you? I don't think so, game. Okay, never mind. Maybe that's what that patch update was for. Maybe that's exactly what that patch update was for. They put the invisible wall up way up higher. Nope, never mind. I got over. You do the same there. And then if you wanted to come down here, you could do the same exact thing. Come over here. And that'd be your other way back down to the tunnel. I always try to do my... Alright, the cart's right there. But you get the point. I always try to do my due diligence to see if I can cheat at this. That's like the very first thing I do. Right. So now that that's that. we'll come back in here and finish up here. Beautiful. So we're gonna sell. What? All right, I came in here and that's where I fell through the floor because the game wanted to be an ass wipe. Total sacrilege, man. Hey, at least it's on YouTube, so it'll go to show Frozen District. I got down in the tunnel early due to a game glitch. I mean, it could have been worse. I could have fell through the map, so... Like, that's never happened before. So, buy all... I did buy all that. What's your angle, game? I'm in a different room. Yeah, my God.
Gotta say never seen it before lol.
Well, sometimes it's the best way to discover something new is directly from someone else's channel. Despite all the other usual nonsense. Right. Ow. Get the light. See, I would have had this in the bathroom done by now if I didn't fall through the floor. Like I said, I didn't plan on doing the tunnel at all, but since I fell down there, I figured, what the hell. There, that room's done. I will put the crapper together. Alrighty. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Beautiful. I like how this place only has a women's washroom. I mean, yeah, sure, your argument could be that, well, guys could use it too. I mean, yeah, fine, whatever. But I don't know, maybe I just don't want to use a bathroom that has a lot of violet, pink, or purple in it. Let me see here. Will you get the hell over there? So basically, watching everything unfold over here as far as politics go. Again, I know my channel's not based on politics. But people with a brain would be smart. They would vote out this clown Chuck fucking Schumer out of the Senate come midterms or whatever. Midterm elections. How can you manufacture a shutdown and then blame Republicans for it? This is the type of clowns I got running my country. These are the people millions depend on. I mean, seriously, grow the hell up. You're not getting your $1.5 trillion healthcare bill budget to take care of illegals. I'm not for that, and anybody with that brainstem shouldn't be for that. So you're going to have a childish tantrum.
And they are stopping food stamps.
Well, I guess in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, the state sued the Trump administration in the federal courts and won. So now they're using what's supposed to be for emergencies to pay off the food stamps. But here's the real kicker. That's only for November. So if the government's still shut down come December, that's when food stamps and EBT will have no money. Period. And if there is a natural disaster within that time period, now people are going to be hurting even more because these friggin' liberal retards keep getting their way.
Riot.
Oh, I see it coming. Don't worry. Because there's not enough in this whatever it's called. I barely pay a contingency plan or whatever, but I do pay attention enough to know who's at fault here, and it's Chuck Schumer. But of course, in good old Democrat childish temper tantrum fashion, he's blaming Trump, the Trump administration. I don't care who's at fault, who's right, who's wrong. Both sides need to get their heads out of their asses, act like fucking grown-ups, reopen the government, and stop making millions of Americans suffer just because you ain't getting your way. Period. Looks like I might have pissed someone off. Someone left. Goodbye. That's why I say I'm independent. Because I agree partially on both sides, not just one side. I have my settled agreements with both sides. But when you come out and say you're going to use suffering Americans as leverage to get what you want, no. That's more of a hostage situation at that point versus its leverage. I don't know where the hell you got leverage from, but that ain't it. But that's all I'm going to say because, like I say, I don't like making my channel about politics. Let me just clean up the stairs, finish in here.
I feel bad for Jamaica.
I do too. Jeez. Jamaica and Cuba, yeah. They actually had a couple of people from, I believe, Cumberland, Rhode Island, down in Jamaica. So that's pretty nuts. Alright, all down here is done. Except for in here, but now that you know the gist on how to get in there. Put that right there. Run into the fence like an idiot. Get yeeted back over. What the hell? You gonna work or what, you stupid trampoline? What? There we go. Beautiful. We'll get this all cleaned up in here. Ah, yes. The one sign.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Basically, yeah. Oops. Grab the garbage bag, you friggin' dork. I wonder if I hit the trampoline, will the garbage bag actually bounce? Ah, that would have been a first. Yeah, you're welcome, but still kind of mad that there was no actual solving the mystery. I mean, for what I paid for it, again, I'm not going to complain. It was really good. It was quite a bit of content for $14. I'm not going to complain. But when you're bringing up a mystery, a ghost of some sort, you actually want there to be something solved. I actually accused Tom on here of being the ghost, which was quite funny. Alright, grab the Scooby snacks.
I like the house as it is when bought.
Ah, well, I haven't seen it yet, so... There are some settled houses in here that... Ooh, excuse me. I actually do like as they are, but... Most of them I like to reroute walls, you know, do a whole makeover. Like that house I'm turning into the Christmas house. I'm actually quite fine with the way that one is outside. But that's partially also because I don't think I ever want to do siding on that house again. Holy crap, that takes forever. Man, it's freaking nuts. Oh yeah, nice and squeaky. Alright, who's the clown that keeps jumping in and out of my video? I've said it before, I'll say it again. Spies hear nothing good about themselves. And if you think I'm talking about you, I'm not, so... Right. Still something that... Oh! Right. Oops. I forgot there are some windows you just can't do the whole entire window. Is that it? Yes. Now... Get a couple of these. And once I get done with this room, I'll head upstairs. Alrighty then. Ah, nutsack. That's not what I wanted to do. I know the game doesn't care as far as it's aware. That never happened, but I know it happened. And that's a dangerous part of having OCD.
I did the 2.
Yeah, it's like they already have this bordered out. like paint, why do you need to add a border if it's already bordered out? I understand they're showing you where they want it, but it should be a permanent border where you don't go outside the lines. I mean, it's that you're basically building their creation, not your own, so... Oh, nutsack. There we go. That takes care of that. Oh, go bye-bye. Close, you... Ugh. Let's see here. We'll make this work one way or another.
Those are great for a shop.
Yeah, they are. I probably won't finish this room up per se, because it's obviously... If I want to get through as much of the house as possible, it wouldn't make sense to be very detailed. Alright, I'm sure there's a switch. Yep. Alright. Not exactly the brightest room, but oh well. That kind of works. So we get the register. Let's see here. 3 of these. See, if these are creepier looking, that's what I'm talking about. I could have put that big steak knife right next to it. But it's not creepy enough, so it wouldn't make any sense. Let's see, is there any curtains? No. Alright, good. It's the last thing I would want is to have freaking curtains there when I place these things down. Um, 3 magnifying glasses. Maybe there's not a whole lot to this one, so maybe I will be able to finish this one off. I do remember that one on the beach. You had those like 4 different shops. I haven't forgot about that.
Some of these jobs take forever.
Oh, I noticed this one definitely took forever. But again, I'm not complaining. It's well worth the money, because House Flipper 1, you literally got, I don't know what, with the farm DLC and I don't know, the rest of them pets. It just seemed like they didn't add enough, it's what I'm saying, for what you paid for. Alright, let's lay down some stun gun flashlights. Just make sure you push the right button if you go to turn it on, or you may get a shocking experience. Ask me how I know.
Pets next.
Oh yeah, January, I believe. It's either January, I know it's sometime next year. We'll probably get an announcement in January. They're usually good for at least announcing things before a month or so before they come out. So, or at least a couple of weeks. Oh yes, because I always feel safe selling weapons to children. I mean, actually might help with some of the Karens out there, but either way. I'm assuming this, it's like a stool they just sit on. Shit, I don't know.
I had flooding.
That don't surprise me. With all the subway systems and stuff, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, anytime New York floods, it definitely doesn't surprise me. Wow, I actually finished all in here. What about out here? Get rid of you. Let me see here. It's my controller. Oh, still got a good chunk of battery, which is a good thing. All right, I gotta hoover that up. And yes, in America, we have a vacuum called Hoover. So, in America, we call it both ways, vacuum or Hoovers. Alright. Beautiful. Now, close, damn you. Come up to the third level. Get you out of the way. There we go. 41, 42.
I was angry to see graves in the game, as you could imagine.
Yeah, not the best timing to see them. Well, I understand that. But you got kind of Frozen District's defense. They don't know at any given time what anybody's going through, so. But I don't blame you for being angry.
True.
I'm mad at them because they put a doomsday silo and no nuclear bombs. So that's what I'm mad at them over that. I mean, would it kill them to add a neutron bomb to this game? I mean, what's more American than blowing up a whole neighborhood? Wow. I'm probably on every government agent's watch list for saying that now. Oh well, ain't like I never been on the watch list before, so you know what? Generally, though, they figure out they're wasting their time and they'll remove me, but I'm sure with what I just said got me on every watch list.
There's a delay between my chatting lol.
Yeah, I get that sometimes. That's YouTube for you.
I'm not that slow.
Never said you were. But it could be my internet too, so could be plenty of things right now. It could be YouTube itself, or it could even be my connection. I mean, I only got really cheap Verizon internet, so Cox can go take a flying leap if they still think I was gonna pay close to $400 friggin' dollars a month. I don't think so. I don't know what kind of sucker they tried taking me and my mother for, but they found out the hard way. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's obvious you're going up on prices because people
Agent
are
Florida,
leaving.
okay hand.
You know, I actually kind of like that. That's, to me, that's as close to beige as it gets. Or you can go a bit darker. It does mimic like an apartment grade carpet almost. Like something you would find at, I don't know what your version of Lowe's or
Me
Home
too.
Depot would be out there, but I know in America we have that'd be like our version right there of like Lowe's or Home Depot apartment grade carpeting. Now then, I wish you could adjust the size of this squeegee. Now you kind of get the idea. Um, I'm not gonna say no more beyond that. If you know me, you know me. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, after all, when I put on my yacht, when I built the yacht, should say all there is to know of how my mind works.
Filth rolling on the floor laughing.
Yup. Dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Let's see, ship wheel. Switch. Good, good old filth. Just how it ought to be. So you got an acre. All I need to do is put 13 stars around this and put hope, and you got the Rhode Island flag. What hope is there for this state? Honestly. Let's see here. 4 of these. So I put Patrick down.
I used to eat cucumber until you both kept planting them around, rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah. No regrets. I gave my brother Flawless the opportunity in his stream to do it. I got sick-minded that night and said you should put a banana in the bed. He read it. I mean, you gotta laugh at it. It didn't do it, so
Lol.
I said, you know what? This is my opportunity then to do it. Here's my chance to make history in House Flipper. Because I want to just prove one small vital thing. Just because the game's rated E does not mean I can't turn it rated M. Because I'm just that sick in the head. When there's a will, there's a way, and damn it, I always find a way. Make sure that door still opens. Beautiful. We got one more starfish. Not the best, but it works. I really didn't plan out the layout in here, so there we go. And obviously, here's by a door and put up the Scooby-Doo lights. Build 50. What? What in the actual hell? Why would you have me put a goddamn door if you're only telling me to build a wall? Oh my god. See, that's another thing right there that makes no sense.
When you buy it.
Oh, no doubt. I usually like the houses they make. I mean, then I show my appreciation of the houses they make by Sweet Destruction. Which is all fun. Still kind of funny they make a game based on... I mean, yeah, they make the houses wrecked. And obviously the end game is they know you're going to change it up. But... I'm waiting to the day where they literally have us build an entire house. That'll be the day. I mean, not that I haven't built houses, because I have, but there's a difference between sandbox mode and story mode, and story mode, you know, building a house will take forever.
I'm gonna keep it as my office, lol.
That's somewhat what I'm doing with the Christmas build. Only thing I'll do is I'll keep the house blue and white because that's seasonal. But as far as the rest of it goes, yeah. Wait, don't I gotta put that? Oh no, that's a second level. I gotta do those Scooby-Doo light things. Okay. Oops. 2 of these.
Not thought about Christmas yet.
Well, sometimes I start ahead because for the past couple of years I made the mistake by doing it like a week or a week and a half before. In Frozen Districts, like right out of the clear blue dropped the DLC, and it's like, God almighty. And I know the old saying, it's those who don't remember the past are condemned to repeat it all over again. Well, I did that 3 years running for Halloween. I'm not about to do it 3 years running for Christmas. And there's a time and place now that I'm just like, you know what? I gotta use my head. Enough's enough. Ooh. Let's see here. Oh, horseshit. But I only got a little bit of that house done. Like I said, there's still a lot to do, so even if I do sell that house, I may still... Why? Where? Oh. Yes, I want to sell the switches. God. There we go. Now we need a door. Like, that ain't obvious. Clean up in here. I know I did the first house, and I thought that was part of the Scooby-Doo update, but it wasn't. The house with the bunker. I mean, that one took forever. And I'm like, I thought I was exaggerating. I'm like, no, I'm definitely not exaggerating. These missions are getting longer and longer. Again, not complaining, but when they want you to put 50,000 things in one room, it's like, what, are these people hoarders or something? Honestly. So I just threw it all in a pile like I guess a hoarder would. I'm like, you know what? It's all your problem, not mine. And I just leave it. There we go. I knew that was somewhat facing the wrong way. Let's see. Get these 2 candle things. Ah, the door opens that way. Okay. Like that and like that. And put this here. Sort of in between. Get that. Good Lord Almighty. And a rug. House is looking more and more like my local dump. Let's see here. Squeaky, squeaky. Ooh, it's actually getting hot. I'm wearing my sweater and I'm starting to get hot. Jeez Louise. Hope my Kit Kat ain't melted. Candy for me, but none for them. Let me see here. Oh, I had to get rid of that. Well, ain't that convenient. Okay, I know what's gonna come up here, so I'm definitely taking my... I'll do other parts of the house first, and then if there's still time left, then I'll come up here and do this one. But I will clean it up. I know where that key is, so I'm not overly concerned.
Grab key.
Yeah. I just want to clean first. I know the key's over on the right side where the window is. What the fuck? Vodka! Okay. Grab this over here. Ah, weed. If I want to get in that good old relaxing feeling state, well, there you go. Just smoke a bowl or a fatty, whichever you prefer. Oh, that's a spider web. All right.
Paul says hi, waving hand.
Hello, Paul. Glad. How are you doing? I take it one of Casper's 3 uncles decided to whack it up here.
He's surviving lol.
Well, we all are, my man. These days, that's all we can do. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to build the walls. So here's the strat. I'm gonna... Oh my god. You almost seem to forget just how many twists and turns there are actually in this place. So I know the house you buy is way different from the mission house, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, not so much. But either way, there we are. But before I go in there, we're gonna have some fun. And you will soon see. If you don't know this one, you soon will. Alright. Get this cleaned up. Beautiful.
First time round the code had me angry lol.
So same here. But I guess if they made it too easy, then we wouldn't have all that much fun with it. To be fair. So I will give them credit for that. Alright, so you come in here. Let me see. Yeah. For those of you who didn't know, now you know. Nice one, Frozen District.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
And my brother, if you watch this later, now if you didn't know this, now you know. 69. Just lovely. Right. They now I believe they have them watching either my or Flawless's channel. There's just no other two ways about it. I mean, that's just wrong on so many levels. Hey, I know we could put in a video game.
I thought that rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, I saw that. I said, man, I wish I was streaming. And to be fair, I could have came with a stream, but I don't know. To me, I just wanted to get the house done, and I think I felt it was more efficient just if I did it, I figured I could stream this house another day and I'll show it. So it wasn't like it's the end of the world. I mean, I know this frog thing ain't creepy, but for good measure. Let's see here. I love how things give me a hard fucking time. Let's see here. Come on. Come on, you porker bastard. I didn't want to buy two of them. Whatever, so there's one under the bed. He loses this one, he has another one. Fuck. There we go. That kind of works. That just shows you how sick in the head I really am.
I like the effects of moving doors.
Oh, I do too. I just keep forgetting to wire them up because I ain't used to them. Hang on a minute. If I can pick that up. Yeah, so put that right there. Need 6 chains. Oh, these go on the roof. Oh, alright, alright. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. 20 eyeballs, which I honestly thought were cameras in the beginning.
Shame they never thought of rattling chains.
Yeah, that's very true. They kind of missed that one. Here's another thing they didn't think of that they really should have thought out.
Oh no.
Yep. They really butchered that one. But they know what they sign up for when they put something like that in the video game, so it's
Rolling on the
that
floor laughing.
by then it's a legally binded contract. There's really nothing they can do. Okay, and then just gotta put the Christmas gift, and I think that does it for this room. Or not. Alright, question. Why do you want me to do the wallpaper now as soon as I get done this whole friggin'... That's another thing I still find fault with this game. They have you place everything, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you need wallpaper. It's almost like that kid that drives you nuts. They'll tell you after the fact, and when you get ready to do something. Let's see here. Oh, baloney. Oh, it wants it in here too. That makes sense, I suppose. Be like if you're sitting there thinking nothing can go wrong that day, you have a teenager that's just learning how to drive a car, and you'll be like, you know what? I'm so much on top of the world today, nothing can upset me. Oh, by the way, Dad, I dented the car backing over the mailbox. And you're like, well, down the toilet it goes. That's how I feel with a lot of these missions in this game. I don't think there's anything I could really do in here. No. So... it still wants... I'm assuming right there. Oh my god. Alright, let me see here. This game. So just where exactly? Okay. I tried doing that all along. I don't know why I had to move it for it to understand, but okay. Okay, so I gotta come back through here, I imagine now. Come back down here. I imagine this would be... What? I guess I can tell my controller batteries are probably getting low without even looking at the battery indicator. Usually when it starts acting screwy like that, that's a pretty good sign. So, but still don't have any plans to go anywhere as of yet. I'm gonna probably try and do another couple rooms before I end the stream. Oh look, there's Rose's mother from Titanic. I would have abandoned that sea cow too. Could you only imagine the last thing your kid says to you? I know it's just a movie, but even in real life, a ship is sinking and your kid just says goodbye to you and runs away. I mean, I guess if a parent's that evil, it wouldn't be that difficult, but still kind of savage in its own way. Oh, balls.
Q.
Yeah. Wait. There we go. This is not exactly what I had in mind, but oh well. Let's see here. I need 2 switches. Let's see. Beautiful. Boy, that sounded normal. I'm telling you, my fat head's gonna break my headset. Oh, I so not be a happy camper. I mean, I get it. It's old. It's whatever. But still. Lobster trap. Speaking of which, I can go for a nice lobster dinner right now. Maybe I'll see who want to go up to Maine with me and pull off a lobster heist. Let's see here. I believe I wanted 5 of these. No? I don't know.
I had chicken korma with rice.
Nice. I just had a couple of Italian grinders. My mother's having barbecue chicken for supper. But I really only eat like 1 meal a day, so this day and age, it's all I can afford, realistically. Not whining, not griping.
Me too.
And it seems awfully funny, like you'll put out your point, and somebody will be like, oh, you're whining. Like, no. I'm just, I'm just putting out a straight fact. You're putting out a fact. What does that have to do with whining? That's why, like I said, with a lot of things, I can do it and I don't mind it. But with a lot of things, like I said, when it comes to politics, I really don't get into it because there'll always be that one Shad or Brandon or Karen on there that will literally start whining and thinking they're right when in actuality they're not. So it's never a good, like I said, it's never a good time to use Americans as hostages for your so-called leverage just to get what you want because you want to have a temper tantrum and act like a 2-year-old. There's nothing good about that. And I don't care who tries and say they're right. They're not. None of the sides are right.
Having said that, our government sucks.
Pretty much every government in the world sucks, face it. They only care about one thing, themselves. The day they start caring about the people, will be the day I go strip dancing in Middle Times Square. And if that don't work, then fuck, I'll go to Buckingham Palace and I'll do a full strip tease there. Never underestimate what an American would do.
2 people left.
Good. Let them. They're in and out of my channel anyways. They're more or less spies. So that's the way I take it. When they keep jumping in and out like that, but they're not talking, then they're more or less spies. And that's the way I see them as. So, and knowing they ain't getting what they want, which is crap talked about them, they got nothing to go on, so they're leaving. Alright, I'm not doing the attic as of yet. I know that'd get done relatively quickly, but... Uh-oh. Well, fuck. I'm trying to get rid of the goddamn screwdriver and my thing ain't working. Ah! This thing's pissing me off. Alright. Sometimes you just wanna... Whoa. There we are. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, 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 boy. Alrighty.
Let it out, Boston, rolling on the floor laughing.
I think I kinda already did let it out. Which probably caused 2 snowflakes to leave my party. Which I really don't care. You and Flawless both know I don't care. So... I'm not gonna pretend to be nice or say it all nicey and nicey just to keep you comfortable. I'm gonna keep it real. And if you can't handle that, then that's not my problem. I mean, what else more is there left to really say at that point?
Hi, viewer, smiling face.
What the hell's going on with my phone? Awkward. Well, that was random. My phone did something completely... I wasn't really paying attention to it, but it went to a whole completely different screen or something. Bah, that's Apple for you. Oh yeah. Huh. I hear something roaring over my headset. Sounds like thunder. For those who watch this later and is having hard...
Just for spooky, I will tell you what happened with my sister at the church.
Alright, well, for sure. Alright, so we got 4. I'm just lining the cards up, so if anyone else is waiting for codes and that's why they're jumping in and out, well, they should have stayed. Because they're going to have to watch at least probably a good 2 hours of the video until they see that code. Oh yeah, another 5 minutes, I would have been streaming for 2 hours. Yikes. Oh, I need to find a key, do I? Let's see here. Wasn't one of them... No, because I had to use the code to get in there, doy.
A big gust of wind went past the priest and my sister and the door rattled. There was no wind.
Yee, that does sound creepy. Sometimes things like that, unexplained events like that, it's very creepy. Actually, no, I don't think that's the right one. Let's see here. Smash this up.
It was my mom's favorite priest.
Interesting. I know when my dad was alive, he always loved watching trains and stuff before he got sick. But I never went like up to the railroad crossings or anything. So I've heard that there's some things that you can tie in with spirits that they really enjoyed. Like things that were hobbies to them or something. That's like a very old thing I've learned. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't say too much of a pussy to try it. But I'd rather leave them resting, if you know what I mean. I really don't want to disturb them, even if it was a hobby they liked. Something tells me that might not end so well. Alrighty, so put you above that ducky.
I don't touch paranormal anymore, used to.
Nah, it's generally not good to mess with that sort of thing. I mean, doing things like that, at least I've learned from the Bible, you're not supposed to do. So that's like I always say, I'm not saying I don't believe in paranormal activity. It's just, I mean, obviously, if you have the Holy Ghost or the Holy Spirit, naturally there's paranormal activity. But there's just things that I've learned from the Holy Bible that you're not supposed to do. And soothsaying and fortune telling and all him playing with things like that is a big no-no. But I basically, if people are into that sort of thing, it ain't like I'm just gonna sit there and condemn them over it. So, because at the end of the day, I'm not the one that has to answer up to God for it. So, again, I'm not perfect by all means. So if someone wants to come out and say, oh, you think you're the most perfect Christian man, big holy man, nope. I fall just as short of the glory of God as like everybody else does. So you know what? If you're gonna try and accuse me of thinking that I'm saying that I'm the most holiest man, you might want to get yourself evaluated brain wise, because I would never say I'm perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
I just automatically have things happen when I'm minding my own business upside down face.
I mean, yeah, things like that do happen. It's just don't let it eat you alive. Like I told my mother a couple of days back, I could spend $100 on therapy, or I can go into a nice secluded room somewhere where it's nice and private, and I could just have a nice cussing session. It's perfectly free. I save hundreds of
Had it from when
dollars.
I was little.
Interesting. The only gift I had since I was little is the ability to tell people off. That's that's the only gift I've ever had. And if someone says that's not a real gift, oh, you can never be more wrong.
Wow.
All right. Vacuum. That's still missing three things, huh? Where? Ah. All that in this whole entire house and only 1 star. Can someone kindly explain to me where that makes sense? I mean, I don't think it would kill you to at least have 2 stars by now. Again, I'm not trying to act entitled or anything, but to me, it just doesn't
Having
make
said
much
that, I am
sense.
an empath.
Well, is that like a good thing or a bad thing? First I've ever heard of empath. Alright, that's that. Spiders. Sweet, sweet spiders. Doesn't it? I knew it would fucking want this. I friggin' knew it. Alrighty. And I sold that wallpaper too. I almost called it toilet paper. Oops. What a fail that would have been. All part of the daily process.
It's caring nit liking negative drama.
Well, a lot of times if I get into negative drama, I just pray. It's all I can do. I mean, it's gonna happen. Satan's gonna find every way he can to constantly bring you down. It's just how he is. He will use past instances for example, like things you've done that you regret that you've done in the past, and that's how he'll keep you down. It's not always about temptations. It's also about kicking you when you're down. So, again, like I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm a saved and born again Christian. I have nothing to be ashamed of. And
nope, won't get me, I believe.
And that's a good thing. And that's why you're down a lot. It's because Satan will use attacks like that to keep you down. Like I said, it's not always about coming up with ways to give temptation, meaning ways that, oh, you want this, you know you want this, or tempt you into doing something bad. No, Satan will even come at you when you're down and kick you further when you're down. That's just how it is. No. Get out of here. Anyhow, like I said, the only thing you can do is pray to God. That's all you can do. I'm sure I butchered this. Like for instance, this game right now is getting under my skin. Now, do you actually think it's the game doing it itself? Or do you think it actually may be Satan at work trying to push my buttons to get me to cuss and get me to flip out? I know it's funny when I go aggro. Okay, I get it. But I can't really have the image of God if I keep going aggro. That's just how it is. Because, I mean, you can't be double-minded. You are or you aren't. And that's... But... The only thing I can do is plant the seed, then it's up to that person whether they want to let the seed grow or not. Meaning, wanting to learn more about God and get saved. That's just it. So, you know what they say, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. So, and I will say it to this day, and I'll keep saying it. No, I'm not perfect, and I never will be. Becoming Christian is not saying, oh, I'm perfect now because I'm Christian. No. And life ain't going to become any easier for you. Because I can tell you, God does work in mysterious ways, but he's also not going to become your personal genie. No, exactly. But God ain't going to become your personal genie, waving a magic wand, answering every single prayer either. Sometimes the answer is going to be no, because everything's done in his timing. So maybe it's something you want for yourself. It could be for somebody else, and you think what you're praying for that person may be good, but in the end, God knows better. So what's it going to be? You don't get your way, you're going to get mad at him? I mean, yeah, that's the easy and more logical thing to do, and unfortunately, that does happen more than you think. But you just have to keep in mind, too, who's at work when you get mad at God. That's basically right there. That's Satan filling your head with lies. And that's why...
when pain was too much.
Amen to that. That's why, like, I come out and tell people, get King James Old and New Testament Holy Bible. You want to learn about God, especially with what's going on in the world right now. Like I said it before, I'll say it again. It's a scary book to read the first time around, but that's the book of Revelations. Think about it. Digital IDs, central bank digital currencies, everything that's coming, Russia threatening nuclear war. I mean, everything that's going down right now. About 90% of the things that are happening right now is in the Bible. That's no coincidence. So, that's why I'm saying, that's all I'm doing is just spreading the message. That's all I can do, the good news. But it is up to you where you want to take it from there. I can't tell you to go what to do with your life. That's why God gave us free will, because it's up to you how you choose you want to live and where you want to go with it. And I always say, if I can at least make an impact on one person, that's great. But really, it ain't me making the impact at the end of the day. That's just you waking up and saying, huh, you know something? Maybe this does make sense. Maybe I have been misled all these years and I really should look into this. I'd say read the whole book of John. First off, maybe you'd feel something, maybe you won't. It takes about an hour to read the whole book of John, depending on how fast of a reader you are. Me, I'm not that fast of a reader. I can't speed read, so it'd probably take me, I would say maybe hour and a half, 2 hours at best to read the whole book. Because my mind does wander too. So again, that's part of the imperfect part of me. I do have a wandering mind. But regardless, that's the only thing I have to say is read the book of Daniel, the book of John, and the book of Revelations. I'm sure you'll be quite surprised with what you'll see in there and what's going on in the world. There we are. And I know a lot of people out there are afraid to preach because they're afraid of what the world will think of them or what people will think. Well, see, the thing is, I'm not. If you're a Christian, saved and born Christian, you're just living in the world. You're not of it or for it. That's the thing. When you're living for God, you're not living for the world. So, you really shouldn't care at that point what people think of you. And I'm not preaching, I'm not judging. I'm trying to make sense to you so you understand if friends turn against you or you lose friends, send them on their way. That's why I always say at the end of my videos, always be you, be the true you. Do not fake to be something you're not, because if they can't accept you for who you are, then they're not really your friends, are they? And there is a lot of truth in that. So, I'll pretty much end it there, but just note, there'll always be someone there who does love you, and that's the Lord.
I'm always truthful.
Amen, it is. But, come Judgment Day, if you reject him, he's going to come out and say, away from me, I never knew you. And you're not you're not going to go, well, that's unfair or unjust. You're going to think to yourself, you know what? You're totally right. I heard of this great word and I turned you away. So, and when you get led away, eternal separation, also known as hell, it's not a place of pot smoking and beer drinking all day and heavy metal. I'm going to tell you right now, no. No, it's described as from God, weeping, wailing, and gashing of teeth. I'd rather avoid that, thank you. But only you're in charge of your destination, so... But like I said, I don't want to come off heavy. Because I know some people need to learn first. And I don't want to sound like I'm just judging them when that is so far from the fact. Because that's another thing. Judge not lest ye be judged. So, and you will be judged the same way you judge others.
That's heavy.
Very heavy. That's why I said living a life like this, and there's going to be a lot of things you read in the Bible, whether it's Old Testament or New Testament. It's not put there to be a little cute bedtime storybook. That's stuff God wants you to know. Word from word, it's all true. In fact, once I get done with one more room, for those of you who want to stay and hear it, I'll read one verse of John, not the whole chapter, but I will read off one verse. Once I figure out where to put this plant. There we go. Because I'm sure I gotta go out and have a cig here in a minute, but you can go on Amazon too. They have small little books, which I'm going to be reading the verse of John from, but it's God's promises for your every need. So if you say you want it, and that has a bunch of scriptures just broken up in it. So say for instance you wanted to start off with just that, you could. Then work your way up to picking up a Bible or something, you could. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Oh well, we'll put it right there. You know what? Not my best work, but it'll do. Anything else left to do in here? Ay, 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 ay. Right. Bats. La 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 la. Batman. Huh? There we go. I already know what goes in here. This is relatively easy. Let's see here. Grab you. Like I said, you want to learn more, especially on how to get saved. Just talk to one of your local pastors at a Baptist church. Yes, indeed. I wish those smoke machines worked. But oh well. Alright, so I know what's going down in here. Ah. Barrel. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold everything. Alright. So the beautiful thing here is uh-oh. Right. So I think no, it still wants me to where? Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Or so I thought. Alright. Uh-oh. Hang on a minute. That moment you think you had it figured out, and then you do something like that. So for those who need the code to that door, there you go. Match the sticky notes to the ducks and you got your code. So I'll get rid of this stuff. Okay, you. Okay. Make sure that's enough clearance. There is. Beautiful. Get an axe. 2 of these. Get bats. Move the bat. Yeah, okay, that's one funny looking bat. Anyhow, the axe. Where can I put this? I don't think they really thought this through. They don't give you much space, let me try, say, right here. Move the bats there. I mean, it somewhat works, I guess. In a cosmic sort of sense, it's gonna have to. What did I do with the axe? Hello. There we go. Is that it for in here? Nope, still something to sell. Aha. So I think once I do this room, that's when I'll probably end the stream. I mean, to be fair, I pretty much got the whole house done in one whack, so... Let me see here. Didn't I have more stone? I probably sold it like a doof. Oh well. It happens. I think that'll do nicely. So... boy. Yeah. They definitely want to keep you distracted for a long time in this game, that's for sure. Which I guess there are some good benefits to that, but... there's also some bad benefits to it. I mean, you're gonna put out nearly a 3.5 hour mission. Not everybody has the 3 hours to play in one house. I get you can save it and return to it later, but it's just the principle of it. It's like the principles going once, twice, all in fair warned. Right. Now, we'll put you in first. I mean, it's a good concept, I will give it that, but... of course, this is gonna be in the way now. Good Lord Almighty. Let's see here. I'm thinking that comes up here. Get 2 of these. A 1. Oh no. I think... okay, there's that. 3 of these. Three of these. I think at this point, this is where no, I want the wiring thing. Awesome, awesome. Oh, and wants another one, huh? Got 3 black cats. I have one out in my corridor that will actually meow and sound scary for Halloween or whatever, but it does it for my mother and my neighbor, but rarely does it for me. I think the little hairball knows what. Never mind. Oh God, my pinky toe is burning from the way I've been sitting for the past 3 hours. What? I like how it gives the option for you to. Oh well, it's not really a big deal. It's just kind of why would you offer that as a suggest and you can't. Let's see, what more? So I got 2 more of these. That beats me. I'll just put them down. I know what they do, but so there should be. All right, there's one more part of this house. What exactly out here am I missing? Oh. Alright. I'm sure I no longer need that. So, really comes. Okay. Weird. I'm sure I got everything, so. Oh well. I did promise that quick verse, so. Oh, I gotta get up anyways, because good lord, does my pinky toe hurt. Ow! So anyhow, yeah, like I said, God's promises for your every need. They're on Amazon. They're like, I don't know, depending on where you live, it's usually like between $5 and $10. It's not an expensive book. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's Isaiah. I said John. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a missionary. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a simple guy giving you a verse. So, you want more, like I said, you want to learn more, you can go talk to a pastor who is ordained in doing this. But I'm just a simple guy. So that's unforgiveness. Hang on, man. I gotta go to the table of contents. um, I could pull it up on my phone too, to be realistic. But I think I've done more than enough to anger my phone in the past, running so many apps at once. That's something you generally learn as a kid. So, well, see that Psalms. Oh yeah, if you ever want to read anything that's beautiful, the Book of Psalms. That's another really good book to read. I can't seem to find. I know some of the verse. It's John chapter 3 verse 16. But I can't seem to. You know what? Ah. You know what? I'll just give you John chapter 14 verse 27. And if I stutter or whatever, it's because I'm not used to reading for an audience. Usually when I read, it's always between me and God. So, yeah, this is like my first time, so feel free to laugh at me or, you know, whatever. Like I said, I'm just a simple man in his room playing a video game and now giving a verse. That's it. So, basically, John chapter 14:27 is, peace I have with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be trembled or troubled, neither let it be afraid. Isn't that beautiful? So, in other words, like I said earlier in my video, don't care about what the world thinks about you. Do not let your heart be troubled. Don't tremble in fear, and don't be afraid. Because you'd have a perfect, you would be standing right if you have God. I could have read the book of Romans, but I think I'm going to use that starting at the end of my every videos. I'll read a different verse to you. Therefore, you can somewhat, understand God more. But with that being said,
I do fear losing loved one's broken heart.
well, fear is a natural emotion. That's understandable. But with Jesus, it's easier and the more you study on His Word, you're going to see that anxiety and fear slowly anticipates, because the one who causes anxiety and fear is Satan. God doesn't cause any of that. That's the work of Satan right there. And the more you combat that and you start meditating on God's Word, you're going to feel a lot of that anxiety and fear disappear. But Satan's got a stronghold on you. To those who say, he'll say, oh, don't listen to that man. He's kooky. He's crazy. He's a religious nut. No. Religion don't save you. I'm going to tell you that right now. Good works and religion don't save you. Salvation through Jesus Christ saves you. That's what saves you. So, like I said, go to a Baptist church. I know some of the Lord's salvation prayer, or you could talk to a Baptist minister. But I don't want to butcher the prayer that's going to get you saved and into the kingdom of God. But just note that if you do truly believe that He put on the skin of man 2,000 years ago, came to earth, and He died, and knowing He was coming for a purpose to die on the cross for our sins, which was a blood payment, meaning He shed His clean blood. That's all you need to know. And you believe He died, rose again 3 years later, and you're pretty much on the right path. But if you don't have a clue of what God really done, but you say you believe, I will read one more for you. And this one's going to get you. If I can find it, it's going to be in the book of Romans. I did run across it, but this one's truly a waker-upper. For those of you who claim to really know Jesus, but don't have a clue if you don't read the Bible or stay on His Word. I'm going to find it. See here. I know it's Romans, but there's definitely a lot of things on Romans too. Well, there's John chapter 3:16. So, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life. That's another one right there. That's what I've tried to find. So I'll find Romans for another day. But I'm going to go now. I'm going to let you meditate on a couple of those verses I read you. Remember, I'm not an ordained pastor. I am not a missionary. So, I'm just, like I said, I'm just a simple guy in this bedroom playing a video game, talking about God. And no, am I perfect? No. Do I sin? Yes. So don't come ostracizing me with saying, oh, well, you swore in your videos. You're a hypocrite. You're doing this, but you're telling us not to. No. I'm not telling you can't go out and swear. I'm not telling you you can't do this, you can't do that. Because the truth of the matter is, we all fall short. None of us are perfect. End of the story. All right, people. Well, happy Halloween. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all being here. And while you're here, go check out two people that I really like in the world. One is Pam's Game TV 2000. She puts out some beautiful builds, and trust me, you want art, she's the one to go watch. On the other hand, like how my video is, but I try not to be, but He is, which is perfectly fine. You want loud, you want it moderate, you want it done and said how it is. That would be my brother Flawless Rage too. So go check his channel out and subscribe to him as well. Now, he does House Flipper as well as Pam does. That's about all I gotta say. I really need to go to the bathroom and have a cigarette. Again, happy Halloween. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Good night, everybody.